Tribute received.
Ooh, donations already. I don't know, guys. I just don't know about that. Might be too early for donations. I might have to give back because it's too early. Oh, it turns out I'm alright. Paul C. DeJean donates $5 and says, "Can tradition compete with rationalism band? The cultural advantage of having less cities seems less important without rationalism." I don't actually think tradition generates proportionally more. Oh, hold on a second. Let me do these bands first, and then we'll sort this out. A little bit high ping. So I also had a pretty. Okay. I will answer that question. Let me get the bands. Maya and China's already banned. Rome's already banned. Unique's in the game. Cool. Maya and fuck, England's still in here? Dude, hold on. Spain's still in there. England's still in there. Fucking Poland's still in there? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. Alright, I will ban England. No, I'm not. I'm going to ban the Huns. England are pretty bad. The Huns are pretty bad, too. Alright, so let's answer the question. I don't actually think that tradition is at a cultural advantage anymore. The way that culture has been changed in the mod, there's a lot of plus culture that is based on a city to city. And yeah, that's slightly better for tradition than it is liberty in the sense of, you know, their cost is less and they gain the same flat amount. But if you look at how much that actually gains for like liberty or how much that gains for any of the honor players, I don't think that tradition is actually at much of a cultural advantage right now. So I don't think that that tradition is losing because of the rationalism stuff. I don't think it's the cultural policies that screw tradition. And I don't think when you ban rationalism that is made more or less salient. What I think actually the biggest problem is right now is tradition can't keep up with the hammers. That's the problem I'm having with tradition, is that if I am going to get any of the buildings in play that matter, then I get just punished by liberty and honor players near me because I cannot keep up on the military front. My actual perception is right now, and I don't think this is going to happen, but I think some of the stuff that might be interesting change-wise is making it so national wonders, which are really good right now, really don't get... I don't know, like maybe we need to re-nerf national wonders for liberty right now, or somehow buff national wonders for tradition right now. Because what I find is that between building a monument, or not building a monument because I get that for free, but between building libraries, markets, universities, workshops, what are the other national wonder buildings? Barracks, constabulary, etc. My cities don't have time as tradition to do anything else. And right now, Liberty is getting a bonus to every one of those buildings and a bonus to the finisher for those buildings. So, I don't know. I don't think it's rationalism that makes tradition better or worse. But maybe I'm wrong. I mean, perhaps it is that. I do think tradition's in a pretty bad shape right now. So, it needs to be... there needs to be something for that balance, I think, to sort it out a little bit. You need good lands as tradition right now, and you need a not aggressive liberty neighbor to have any chance. Because right now, an aggressive liberty neighbor puts you at basically a all-in military units until you're a relevant type style deal. All right, I get to choose. I'm player 5. I get to choose between Iroquois, India, and Assyria. That is a really fucking easy pick right now. Iroquois are quite good at the moment. The rest of those are fairly shit. All right. I did have a really, really awesome suggestion that we can maybe implement starting next time I do a rating video when we see the next round of changes for the civs. And I don't know why we've never thought about this. This was a YouTube comment. The player who suggested it was Leganuntius, I think is how I would say his name. And his suggestion was, why don't you have players who are... So we currently leave lobbies as you join them, right? Player 1 is the host, player 2 is the second player to join the lobby, blah, 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 all the way down, right? Well, he suggested, why don't you have the top tier civs go to the lowest position in the lobby? And I'm pretty sure you can host from position 2. I think if you host the game, you can then move to position 2 or position 3 if you want. So we hypothetically could have the best civ here, the second best civ there, the third best civ there, the fourth best civ there, etc., all the way up. Now, this would require we have an agreed upon definition of what the best civ is, and I'm not sure what we do, because I've done it in tiers, right? I don't list each civ in their relative position. I don't go, this is the best civ, this is the second best civ. I go, here's a block of civs, these are all really good. Here's another block of civ, these are all pretty good, etc., etc., etc. So What are we banning? I should pay attention to this. Rationalism, Hubble, faith buying scientists, wall faith. Sure. But point being that that might be a pretty cool way to. It's not going to negate the same turning bullshit, but it would be a little tiny boost for the shittier civs and a little tiny nerf for the better civs. It might be interesting. So, what do I think of the potential Pantheon changes in version 9? I've kind of commented this a couple of times right now. I'm going to do a review video when that actually comes out, so I'm not all that interested in reading it in depth now. I talked to Fruit Strike a little bit about the first draft of those. I think there were some changes since then. I haven't looked at it since then. Remove these stupid production bonuses towards buildings from Liberty. I don't know, Kuba. I actually really like the state of Liberty right now. I just think Tradition needs a little something. I don't know. If we're going to power creep, we're going to power creep. Maybe Liberty will need a nerf after Honor gets the nerf, because Honor's getting a nerf in the next patch. So if Honor gets a nerf and Tradition's not getting a buff, perhaps Liberty needs a little nerf too. I also dislike the relative positions of workshops and universities, Kuba. That's a pet peeve of mine, because at the moment I don't think even in the single player game, I don't actually think I finish universities faster if I don't go workshops. I actually think if I go workshops then go universities, I finish universities about the same time I finish them if I don't go workshops, which is interesting. Will I ever do a PyD exploration game? Probably not, but maybe. It's always possible. The problem is right now I think it sucks.